Rainbow Stage is celebrating its 60th anniversary season and kicked off the first of 3 shows last week with a closer walk with Patsy Cline. The show follows the life and career of country music icon, making her music the star of the show. Ray Hogg, artistic director of Rainbow Stage, joins us this morning with actor Natasha O'Brien, or Miss Patsy Cline. Thanks so much to both of you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
So I saw the show opening night. I thought it was fantastic. I want to talk a little bit about, sort of, in comparison to last season, you guys did the Buddy Holly story, and I felt that really delved into Buddy's personal life, and we learned a lot about him that way. This focuses on the music. Sort of maybe talk about why we can do that with Patsy Cline's music.
Well, I think it was the playwright, Dean Regan, who's a Canadian. First, I really wanted to have a Canadian show in our season this year, and his choice was really to make Patsy's music the real star. And so it is. When it comes to the show, the band is front and center. They're virtuosic. Patsy spends most of her time front and center, and really the whole thing is a music celebration versus a biopic. It's not really a documentary.
Sure. Well, and I feel the energy that you bring, and you really try to capture who she was without having to delve into a lot of dialogue and things like that. What inspired you about her when going into the role?
Well, I think Patsy's just such an emotionally generous performer. She's such an incredible storyteller, and vocally, she was just so talented. She was one of the few artists at the time who could really, I mean, she was a crossover artist, you know, her final album was half country and half pop. Musically speaking, she could really do it all.
The first crossover artist, really.
Yeah. And so I think her music and her ability to tell stories, her ability to be just such a musician, even without that traditional training, is what really inspired me the most about her.
Was it, I mean, I don't know your background musically, but do you kind of go into it as a performer a little bit differently, knowing that she didn't often know what key she was singing in?
Yeah, absolutely. The whole rehearsal process was, my preparation for Patsy was done entirely by ear. I did not look at a single piece of sheet music, which was challenging because I do come from a trained background. Okay. But at the same time, it helped me to really understand everything that she did with her music on a completely different level. You throw the rules out the window with Patsy, and then once you're not afraid to make mistakes and play, is when you really start to discover Patsy's style.
Yeah. I think you really found her energy. She's a feisty lady. She's a pioneer for women in music, certainly, as well. And let's maybe set up a little bit about how the show kind of comes together. There is sort of a narration and some other people on stage as well.
Yes, she's not alone. She's with the Jordanaires, who are a backup quartet, and they actually also backed up Elvis Presley, so they're very famous.
And adorable.
Right.
We can't forget how adorable they are.
They're so cute.
All just wholesome and sweet boys, or young men, I say sweet boys, sweet young men. And there's also a DJ, Little Big Man, who kind of weaves the tale. He narrates what's happening. So she's not alone on stage with a giant band. But as we said, really the music it's glory to the music.
It sounded fantastic, absolutely.
Speaking of sound, I want to just give a quick shout out to Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries, who gave us a $500,000 in-kind donation of sound equipment. $500,000, that's amazing. And so big thanks to them for helping us improve the quality of our sound, because it has been a big difference.
And really make the 60th anniversary sound spectacular. We've got 3 shows, the producers coming up next, and then we're going to end things off with The Little Mermaid. My sister and I are so excited about that.
That's going to be great.
I know, right?
And we've got a chance to meet Natasha. We're going to hear that voice that really shows us that she's got a lot of Patsy Cline in her. That's coming up on the BT stage. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks for having us.
To love someone who loved me too.